How's it going? Listen, I'm trying something new tonight. So if I look spastic like I'm looking back and forth, I'm actually attempting to go live on Facebook and Periscope at the same time. So we'll see how this all works. I want to talk tonight about struggles, and the title that I have for this live stream is Struggles Can Give You Strength. I know you wonder about how is that possible that a struggle could give you strength. But as I'm talking to moms who are helping with their students that are struggling, I want to share with you some ways that the struggle actually will strengthen your student over time. I, for years, was a piano teacher, and I had many students. And one of the things I noticed over time was that students who were really smart or really strong in their piano, who would come in and they knew their music and they could play their song and they didn't really have to practice that much, I noticed they had this wonderful ability when it came to first starting with their piano. But over time, those same students, as they began to get in the higher levels of the pedagogy, the books, the learning, they began to struggle. And they would have, I'd find them not getting their homework done like they should, or they'd come back and they'd have an excuse for why they hadn't gotten it done. I noticed that the students that it came easy for, very soon after they started, the moment they hit a bump, they quit. The other thing I noticed was students who were consistent, who struggled. I mean, it took us maybe the whole lesson, the whole time, just for them to maybe learn one part of it. And they had to go home and practice an hour every day to get that one little song. And they would come back and that song would be down. But it took everything they had in order to be able to do that song. I noticed that those students seemed to stick with it longer. And I began to think about, well, why is that? Well, before I tell you why, my name is Anita Gibson. I am a coach, speaker, educational strategist, and the president of PXL Academy. I am also an up-and-coming author of the book Starfinder, and it's about finding success strategies in academics so your child can win. And so let's go back to the struggle. So these students, what I noticed was a student that had to fight, for everything he got, had to work hard, had to study, actually inadvertently developed a level of perseverance, because that's how they had to learn everything. And so that level of perseverance over time bode them very well. Whereas a student who was used to getting it, he was smart, he didn't have to think very much, everything came easy to them, when they got to more difficult aspects of their music, they ended up stopping and not wanting to play anymore because they did not know how to handle struggle. They did not know how to handle hardship. But that other student did. And so I want you to know that your child may be struggling in school, but I guarantee you that if God is allowing that struggle, He can use that to help them to become strong, to teach them about how in life everything doesn't come easy, that you have to work hard sometimes to get things done, but that if you work hard, you can accomplish much. So as I am just kind of hanging out with you just for a few minutes tonight, I want you to be encouraged and to know that struggle is not bad. It's what you do about the struggle. I actually have a webinar coming up on June 29th, and it's going to help parents with success strategies to help their students over the summer. And so I'll talk about it more later on, but I just want to give you a heads up to maybe put that date down. It'll be happening from 9 to 10 p.m. on June 29th. But struggle, Mom, is not always bad. You have to teach your child how to engage in the struggle in a way that helps them to become more consistent, to become more persistent, so that they can still reach their goals. And so, on that note, I'm going to sign out. This is Anita Gibson, and I pray you have an amazing evening. Love you guys. Good night. Now let's see if I can figure out how to turn this off. I think I have.